Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Going to read through the full article. There's a link in the description. This was just published a couple of hours ago, I believe. Tragic situation. The lady that you see in the picture in front of you, Shandell Harris, she's a mother and she's been shot dead. She was taking her daughter to swimming lessons, and as we'll see as we go through the details, she was chased down and shot dead. Um, The suspect has been arrested, a 45-year-old man, and it seems to be her husband. That's the information that we're seeing here. And apparently, she was stabbed by the husband on Saturday as well. So on Saturday, apparently, allegedly, she was stabbed by the husband, and then she was shot dead whilst taking her daughter to the swimming pool, and seemingly by her husband. So we're going to read through the details. It's such a tragic loss of life. Seemingly innocent woman killed by her psychopathic husband. So we're going to look through the details. A young mother was shot to death Sunday afternoon in front of her young daughter during swimming lessons at a Miami Jewish community center. Family members identified the victim as 30-year-old Shandell Harris and said that her husband had followed her there to the community center and gunned her down. Here's a quote from Shandell Harris's cousin. He followed her, chased her down, and shot her like an animal. In a statement, the Michael Ann Russell Jewish Community Center said that the suspected gunman has been arrested. Miami-Dade police said they'd arrested a 45-year-old man who had shot and killed his wife. His name has not been released, but presumably, everyone knows who the guy is. He's the husband of Shandell Harris, the victim that was killed. Another family member has said that the husband had stabbed Shandell Harris on Saturday, but she did not report it to police. And here's a quote from that family member, the cousin, I believe. She didn't deserve to die like this. She didn't deserve nothing. She was a great woman. So that is the full article. Immediately, I'm just going to go to condolences. I mean, these are some touching words. I don't know if the cousin witnessed the incident. I mean, from what we're being told, the young daughter did witness the incident. It says a young mother was shot to death Sunday afternoon in front of her young daughter. I'm guessing that perhaps other people also witnessed the death. Other children also witnessed this murder. That's going to be traumatic for everybody, but, mostly towards the daughter. So full condolences to the family concerned. Such an awful tragedy, and we pray that you get all of the support that you guys need. You're going to need some support. This cousin seems to be broken. I mean that respectfully. The cousin seems to be devastated by the loss of who they believe to be a great woman. Before I wrap up, I'm going to give an opinion which you may find slightly offensive. It's okay if you do find it offensive, but I'm going to express my opinion in any case. And I'm saying this after going through a lot of articles. Okay, so brace yourself to be offended. I'm going to blame the victim to some extent. Maybe I'm an arsehole for doing so. But that's where my brain goes. The woman was stabbed by the husband, allegedly, the day before. She didn't report it to police. Has this woman suffered violence at the hands of the husband for a long period of time? I would guess so. I don't know. I can't prove anything. Sheer speculation, but that would be my assumption. Was the woman, Shandell Harris, and I'm not choosing to be purposefully whatever the word might be, offensive. I'm not choosing to be purposefully offensive. I'm just I'm making a point in a bit of a long-winded way, but I am making a point. Was the woman, the victim, Shandell Harris, aware of her husband's violent behavior? I'm going to assume so. I'm going to assume that these things don't come out of nowhere. You know, these things escalate. It was a stabbing Saturday, a shooting Sunday. That's an escalation. You know, what was it earlier? Punches, beatings, you know. I don't know. But I would guess that there was ongoing violence, that she was aware that he was a violent man. So here's the point that I'm trying to make, that I'm leading up to. I'm going to blame the victim to some extent for being involved with this man, who I'm going to assume she knew was violent. She remained with him. I know there's difficult. I'm no expert in DV, domestic violence. I'm no expert in it. I'm no expert. I understand that there are difficulties. I understand to some extent that the victims have, I say this with respect, some kind of mental issue going on, such that they are, you know, afraid of leaving, afraid of confronting the situation. I mean that respectfully. I don't mean that as an attack. I've got some level of understanding, but not a great deal of understanding in that matter. But I'm also aware that there are options out there. People, in my mind, you can disagree. You can think I'm an arsehole, that's fine. But in my mind, people do have other options. They can go away. You know, you're in America. How many states do you have in America? A lot. 50, 50, 51, 50. I'm not from America, I forget. You've got plenty of places you can go. Plenty of places you can go. I guarantee she has family. We know that. We've got, you know, Aaron is a family member. Aaron views Shandell Harris as a great woman. I'm going to think, and again, this is a presumption, that she had options. She could have left. She could have left. And that's why that's where I feel that there's partial blame towards the victim, or from the victim, whatever the right word is, because they chose to be with and to remain with a partner that seemingly showed violence on an ongoing basis. And you can't do that, ladies and gentlemen. You can't do that. If your partner is showing ongoing violent tendencies, you have to get out. You have to get out. If you don't get out, you're subjecting yourself and your children, should you have children, to the risk of escalating violence. And that's something that you need to avoid. You must avoid. I wish that Shandell had taken action and had left this guy before. What do I know? Nothing at all. Maybe I'm missing some vital pieces of information here. Maybe my opinion is completely out of order, but I feel entitled to express it. I do feel that, I'll say, women have to leave these relationships. They just have to. And sure, there's going to be difficulties. Sure. But you have to do it. Anyway, I'll wrap things up there. I don't mean to take away from the disgusting nature of this horrific murder in any way. I hope the family doesn't, if they do listen to this, I hope they don't take too much offense to what I've said. That's my feeling. And if you do strongly disagree, please make a comment. Please make a comment. Express yourself as much as you like. Correct me. Correct me. Show me where I'm wrong. Try to change my reasoning. I mean that genuinely. But I'm going to wrap things up here. If you do appreciate this content, please do show me some support. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike, I guess. And I'll thank you for your time.